day 4 of the Broker Apprentice. With both teams having tasted victory now, the outcome of this next task could be crucial in deciding who is eventually crowned Broker Apprentice 2014.
So congratulations everyone. I've heard back from Duncan and you all did very well. I have to say Team Innovate that Brocode just edged it in the end, so congratulations Team Brocode on winning that task. Now today's task is all about innovation and product development. So you'll be attending an e-broking event and talking about a new proposition that you've come up with. You've got a completely blank canvas and there'll be people from Zurich there to help you develop something, but you've got to come up with something which is really going to appeal to brokers. As always, Jonathan and Emmanuel will be there to report back to me, and we're just going to make one small change to the team. And Daniel and William, if you can change teams, that would be great. I look forward to hearing back from you and hearing your new innovations and your new ideas. Best of luck.
To help the teams come up with an offering to take to the Birmingham e-broking event, Zurich's Gareth Hawkes is on hand. A senior marketing manager within the insurer's personal lines team, he has plenty of experience in areas such as proposition development and customer acquisition.
Morning guys, and welcome to day 3. Today's challenge is on product and proposition. One of the things I hear most when I'm speaking to brokers is about how we need to attract new customers to the channel. That's your challenge. I want you to go away in your teams and start thinking about designing a product or a proposition for the broker market which attracts new customers. That's your challenge for today in your teams, but that's only one part. Part 2 is you'll have to present your ideas to an audience of brokers at the Insurance e-broking event in Birmingham on the 26th of June. So those brokers are going to vote and pick the winner there. So give some consideration to your presentation on the day and how you're going to pitch to those brokers in that audience. Expect it to be lively and expect to have questions. So guys, you're in your teams now, good luck, and I'll catch up with you later on.
With the task explained, both teams have a few hours to work on their ideas before they will return to their day jobs ahead of the e-broking event in a month's time. But with the pressure on, things are not going so well with Team Innovate.
What I think is actually trying to get at is how do you get more people to use insurance brokers as opposed to going direct to insurance companies like, Direct Line, they advertise, come to us direct, you'll get the best rate. Because the way he was talking about it is new people into the channel, so not new people to work for broking, because that was the new blood element. This was the last part he was talking about, which is actually getting customers to use brokers and not use direct channels.
Perhaps we need to decide on what avenue we're going down. Are we going down talent, regulation or product?
He said there were 3 elements of what a broker requires, but the element we're focusing on is getting new people into the channel. And how do we present that to a series of brokers focusing on the E element, digitisation, social media, things like that. So what I think is insurance brokers in particular need to find a niche market where they've got a good strong relationship with XYZ insurer, so they can then focus their marketing and advertising electronically either through LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Google.
Register scheme.
Well, initially we did have a few hiccups, shall we say, with the team gelling. We've now pulled together, I'm pleased to say, as a team. We have a great concept and hopefully we can deliver as one.
If you're going to a big national event in Birmingham to present to a group of brokers that got more than one branch, they're not going to just want to concentrate on Yorkshire because, for example, they're going to want to go countrywide.
So how do we implement?
That's what I mean. You need to sort of say to the brokers, find your own thing, not tell them what they should do, just say you should find your own
So what
market.
are we bringing to the table?
Well, how they would do that and say, if you want to bring more business to your table, these are the things online that you need to use, such as Google, your social media platforms. And then we need to look at
a marketing route rather than
Yes.
an e-broking
I'm
route.
kind of thinking
That's what I would say. That's more marketing based.
I think
So
that's
I
probably
would.
what we should look at.
marketing. I thought the idea was to bring new talent into.
And no, it's not the talent.
He's not asking us to come up with a marketing campaign.
He's asking to get more people to use brokers. So therefore that would
A
involve
technology. He's
marketing.
asking us to bring a product to the market that can help bring that in, not to help them with their own marketing campaign.
Yeah, it's to help more people use brokers through the internet. And
think
what we
it
can
might be
do
best
to
asking-
improve that.
Again, if we can have the full question again, because one's going down marketing, one's going. I'm looking at kind of platform thinking, and obviously you've got the system with the haulage and things as well.
Yeah, I think we need to
So
grab it if we
before,
can.
I just don't want to waste time going down a route making this.
Shall I go so we can see him? You can
Please.
on filming.
We had a rough start, in all honesty. Different conflicts of interest, didn't understand the actual task to start off with. However, with it being re-explained, we've all pulled together and we've got some really good ideas. So it's working well now.
The two bits of advice I can give you, which will go to both people, both groups obviously, just to be fair.
The advice Emmanuel gives the teams is to check the brokers' websites to see what offerings are already in the market and what could be improved, along with looking at the e-broking website to consider the needs of the audience.
The team's getting on really well. We've all got different experiences and come from different backgrounds, and we all work in different parts of the industry. So a lot of things we're discussing are new to each other. You know, I know a bit about technology, some of the others know more about, you know, haulage and fleet, and it's about how we can use both those elements of knowledge and put them together.
Planning, we've all kind of got our own wee tasks set out, so we know who's going to be doing the kind of media side to it in terms of like the social networking and how to process things. One of us is doing the presentation itself, and one of us is going to be doing a lot of the research behind it. So even though we're going to be quite a distance apart, we're going to be working together at all times on all three aspects to hopefully bring it good together.
Planning for the e-broker task, we started off by identifying what we want to do. What we want to do is improve the relationship between broker and insurer, because it's a major bugbear of everyone's day of having to deal with issues, and if you can streamline that as much as possible, the broker will be happy, the insurer will be happy, and that creates a good customer experience as problems get solved in a faster manner.
Obviously you need content on it, and I think it'd be pretty good, a product offering to the whole market. Get told to be realistic as to when we could do that.
Yeah, well, we've got to sell ourselves. We're ultimately going to need support from insurers. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, that's what we're saying, we need this broker-insurer relationship building back together. Obviously, people will have their own relationships and will be able to do it. What we're saying is we need to make it easier for them to do it.
It's just a way at the end of the day of streamlining the process for the broker, because they get tied up in a web of trying to find people and get things sorted out. And that, if it boils down to it, damages the customer.
Most people are going paperless, so an app's ideal. iPads are about to take over, I think, within businesses in a relative short period of time, so I think an app's perfect for doing that. I think we've got a couple of ideas, we're not quite settled on an idea yet. I think one of the ideas I have is a way to benefit sort of broker relationships with insurers, but to me that's sort of, it's how you get that across as a glorified contact list book. And a potential other idea that I had was a sort of an app or a platform that attracts younger talent into the sort of insurance market. Do we agree on like an app that will increase broker and insurer a positive relationship?
Yeah, that's what we're looking to do. Yeah. Now we're all agreed on that. Yeah. What we're looking to do now is get the finer details of how the data can be accessed and then presented to the brokers in this app.
Data's been an issue with this task. We're trying to work out at the moment how to bring that in. We all have experience from different aspects. The other guys are from a more commercial background. I come from personal lines. I see a lot from my time in IT. I do extranet reports for insurers, things like that. I know what kind of data they want. We just need a way of presenting that in a fresh and new manner in order to make everyone's day go that little bit easier.
We need it to help every broker in that room that we go to. So in that room, every broker's got to be able to come away thinking, yeah, I'd use this app. Otherwise, we won't win.
We would need to know what's going on that.
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm saying.
effectively got a contact list. I don't.
This is what we're trying to.
It'll be quite difficult to get every broker on board. Yeah, it's just something that they could use relatively quickly. Everybody could be talking about it and go, that's really useful.
Yeah.
And they use it as a tool. They don't sort of use it as...
No, that's what we're saying.
Yeah,
that's what we're saying. We're not saying... We don't want it to take away the broking aspect.
No,
not
it's
at all.
enhancing that relationship between broker and insurer.
Yeah, we've done very well so far. I mean, we're only at the idea stage now. Both guys are fantastic, got good ideas. I'm more of the analyser in the team, so I like to look at their ideas and then try and think whether they should be implemented. And I think we've got a good task here, and it's hard, but I think going forward the team will do it.
I've been really impressed so far. I think there's some really strong characters in both teams. I think it's important that they don't let one individual lead the conversation, but they've been working together, they're challenging each other. I've been really impressed with how they're kind of working together as teams, given that these are new teams for them today.
Having been set the task, my first impressions are that Team Innovate actually took a while to really understand what the question was asked of them. A lot of franker exchange of views, which could almost have turned into an argument, but actually they pulled it back and they've made it very productive. I think they're slightly ahead now because they're really pinpointing what the problem is, trying to find a solution. Team Brocode, by contrast, loads of creative thinking, but I think the danger is still going to be that they're going to find a solution to a problem that doesn't exist.
Yeah, so we're now at the start of May. They've got until the 26th of June for their presentation at eBroking. I'd really expect the guys to go away from today, from their initial sessions, and actually start to work together remotely, really bring that proposition and idea to life. That's going to be really key to the successful team at the event itself.
With both teams closer to finalising their ideas for the eBroking event, all eyes are now on Birmingham, where teams Brocode and Innovate will come face to face with an audience of brokers eager to hear what they have to offer. And for one of the finalists, it will be an important step towards them being crowned the 2014 Broker Apprentice.
It's going to be really interesting to see how they bring the digital element of the task together with a proposition that can be delivered in the broker channel.
The haulage manager is wanting to view where his driver is. He wants to see what route he's taking, how many brakes, what's the G-force. This system will record all for you.
We've got to create this in a way that makes it a true hub for niche markets.
But this is something we would hope a broker-wide community would support.